Hello everyone. Today's subject is we are getting attacked by Monsanto and the GMOs. No matter how good treatment you get, unless you eliminate the root causes, there will be a very slim chance of getting healthier. And typically, most people are getting harmed by unhealthy food. I will tell you how we are getting damaged or attacked by Monsanto. This is the third episode about health info, food behind the curtain. Many people unfortunately don't know about GMOs, even though they know or heard about GMOs, they don't clearly understand why it is unhealthy and it cannot be even called as food. GMOs is acronym of genetically modified organisms. They have never been tested for human for lifetime nor proven safe for human. For example, California's decision to list glyphosate as cancer-causing upheld by courts. Glyphosate is the main ingredient of Roundup, which is herbicide, brand name of Monsanto. Their purpose is monopoly of a possession of patents on the crops and slavery of farmers, elimination of labors used to deal with the weeds, endless using glyphosate, not to mention inorganic fertilizer, insecticides, and pesticides. This article will show you how Monsanto controls the government. Big problem of GMOs is they have no minerals, literally, which will cause serious organ damages. Not to mention that GMO has never been fully studied for human. Especially GMO corn has too unbalanced ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. Our body cells have membranes consist of a fatty acid of omega-6 and omega-3. While ideal ratio is 1 to 5 to 1, corn oil has 46 to 1. When you have ideal ratio of omega-6 to 3, anything needs to get inside of the cell can get in easy, and anything needs to get out of the cells can get out easy. But when body cells have unbalanced ratio, of course, the cells will get sick. This kind of thing not many people talk about. Since GMO corn is more than 90% of the feed fed to farm-raised animals, those meat and dairy products would have the omega-6 to 3 ratio of 200 plus to 1. Very, very unhealthy. This alone can make farm-raised animals unhealthy. Because people eat the above unbalanced stuff, I said stuff, is not food. Many people's ratio would be 100 plus to 1. So people are supposed to be unhealthy. So when you click this link, you will see Dr. McCullough's article, Major Trouble Ahead If You Don't Fix Omega-3 Fat Deficiency. Actually, it is supposed to be unbalanced. Because literally all GMO corn-fed animals are unhealthy, antibiotics need to be fed to them. 2/3 of antibiotics made in the United States are consumed by GMO corn-fed animals, which means antibiotics are in your body whether you are healthy or not. It doesn't matter, and it will eventually make you unhealthy if you are healthy. Even NIH or NCBI is telling you antibiotics in animal foods. If you want to know more about this, you can click on that link. Even Without antibiotics in their food, your pets like dogs, cats, and etc. might have been being harmed by GMO corns. Even though some researchers say adequate cooking destroys antibiotics-resistant bacteria, would you still want to eat that kind of things? I don't think so. Nutrition facts and supplemental facts labels are 50 to 60 years old. Therefore, you cannot trust nutrition facts and supplement facts labels, and you will have to assume that there are not much minerals left anymore. FDA wanted to complete the updates of labeling at the end of year 2018, but somehow they decided to extend. Glyphosate will have to be introduced to our body, not just by GMOs, but also by vegetables, fruits, and etc. It will eliminate essential minerals from your body by making bonds to minerals and ions. Please don't forget that glyphosate may be making bonds to enzymes in your body. Global warming and pollution. Agricultural activities and transportation impact the environment negatively. They destroy ecosystem, killing bees and other insects and contaminating nature, lands, rivers, and seabed. Food may not be affordable soon. In other words, well, you can find those information like this here. Just a few companies owns this much brands. They're all possessed by big corporations. So they can manipulate the price anytime at their convenience. Ultimate goal of Monsanto and Bayer is not to feed the world, but to make the profit as big as possible. They will keep the price as high as possible, but just affordable enough. Many people in nutrition industry sell you food supplementary products, not telling you about this kind of information. Food supplementary products may help you with some degrees, but not much because the damages are just too much for your organs to get healthy back. However, taking food supplementary products would still be a good idea. If you're lucky, you can get help. There is a good chance of getting unhealthy or unhealthier unless you stop GMOs and glyphosate. Please remember this. Don't lock the stable door after the horse is stolen. So let's find out who is Monsanto. Okay, it was founded in 1901. 2018, it was acquired by Bayer, which is one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies around the world. For example, here in May 2019, Bayer was ordered by California jury to pay out US $2 billion in damages to a Livermore couple for Monsanto's Roundup product containing glyphosate. That couple said had caused their development of a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And with these two web pages, you can find more about Bayer and Monsanto. Well, Bayer is one of the war criminals. Monsanto's dirty dozen: Saccharin, PCBs, Polystyrene, nuclear weapons, DDT, Dioxin, Agent Orange, Petroleum-Based Fertilizers, Roundup, Aspartame, Bovine growth hormone, and GMOs. Many of them have been abandoned or prohibited to use anymore. Well, when they started to sell, everything was approved by EPA and FDA and government. So please remember this. So eventually, even GMOs, Roundup, or glyphosate may be prohibited to be used. Now, Monsanto's deception lie. I'm going to play a YouTube video. Dr. Patrick Moore was being interviewed, former president of Greenpeace Canada. To know more about him, this will tell you the brief history, what happened.
A man by the name of Dr. Patrick Moore appeared on a French interview. This was an interview for a documentary that a French station is doing about Monsanto. And he was supposed to talk specifically about something known as golden rice. Golden rice is something that is genetically modified and fortified with vitamin A. But during the interview, he brought up something really interesting. There are certain chemicals that are used in Roundup, of course, the pesticide spray, that's utilized on all these genetically modified crops. And while he was talking about this chemical, he made it seem as though it's absolutely okay to consume it as a human being. You won't suffer any health consequences as a result. Now, what the French interviewer did in this video was absolutely wonderful. So take a look.
I do not believe that glyphosate in Argentina is causing increases in cancer. You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you.
You want to drink some? We have some here.
I'd be happy to, actually. But not really, but...
Not really?
I know it wouldn't hurt me.
If you say so. I have some glyphosate.
No, I'm not stupid.
Ah, okay, so you...
No, but I know
so it's dangerous, right?
No, people try to commit suicide with it and fail fairly regularly.
Tell the truth.
It's not dangerous to humans. No, it's not.
So you're ready to drink one glass of glyphosate?
No, I'm not an idiot. Interview me about golden rice. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, then it's finished. Then the interview is finished.
That's a good way to solve things.
Yeah. You're a complete jerk.
Now, most of the farms are using inorganic fertilizers. Inorganic fertilizers, they provide nothing for the soil, limiting their effectiveness in the long term. There is also a very real risk of a toxic overdose of chemicals that leach arsenic, cadmium, and uranium into the soil, potentially affecting any growing fruits or vegetables. Major difference found in between GMO and non-GMO corn. The result obtained show not only disturbance in energy utilization and oxidative stress or damage to cells and tissues by reactive oxygen, but worryingly large increases in certain substances, most notably polyamines. Polyamines found to be present in increased amount in GMO corn can produce various toxic effects. For example, they enhance the effects of histamine, thus highlighting allergic reactions, and both have been implicated in the formation of carcinogenic substances called nitrosamines. And you will be freaked out once you see the tables of GMO versus non-GMO corn comparison. You can refer to these web pages as well. As I told you during last episode, because of the glyphosate, which makes a bond to minerals and ions, simply there is no minerals, as you can see here. Here, look at these numbers. Zinc, copper, cobalt, molybdenum, boron, that kind of stuff. How can you expect yourself to remain healthy while you consume this? And this one too. Please go over here. Monsanto owned food brands. Some people saying these brands are owned by Monsanto, but I'm not sure though. But at least these companies have relationships with Monsanto. Of course, they will have to do whatever they can do to make the profit as big as possible so that they will have to use GMO products or Monsanto's products. So please remember this. So when you shop around, please try to avoid products from these companies. Stopping GMOs alone will improve your health. I hope this helps you a lot, and if you liked it, please share this information with the others so that we can help them all together. And also, those big corporations are very, very sensitive. So when you go to grocery store, every single thing you pick, you are doing voting. You are giving a warning to big corporations. When you pick local food, organic food, you are warning the big corporations. Every single individual has a right to change the world. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Bye.